We're pleased to share the good news update for June 2025. This month, we're sharing the incredible efforts of students, staff, and community members in support of student learning. Our stories are aligned with the most relevant strategic direction, although each of them touches multiple directions in our strategic plan. To celebrate the end of another fundraising campaign in support of Kids Ability, schools from across the region, including Westvale Public School, Sandown Public School, and Chicopee Hills Public School, gathered students for their superpower celebrations. Whether running in the field, dancing in the gymnasium, or just finding their own ways to celebrate, the schools and students did a tremendous job. Together, they helped to raise more than $45,000, which will support students across the region meet their developmental, social, and physical goals. Thank you to all who supported our campaign and helped our community continue to enable access for all students. Preston High School brought the spirit of community back in full force with their first Inside Ride event since the COVID-19 pandemic. The gym was alive with music, cheering, and movement as 24 teams of 6 riders took turns cycling for 10 minutes in an exciting 1-hour relay. Thank you to the Preston community, which raised more than $18,000 for the Canadian Cancer Society. Well done. More than 120 students from 12 schools across the Waterloo region came together for a day of workshops, lessons, networking, and exciting robotics challenges at MechMania. The event was led by Waterloo Collegiate Institute students who previously received an entrepreneurship grant following a pitch to the Smart Waterloo Region Innovations Lab panel. Alpine School proudly marked its 50th anniversary with an open house celebration. Staff and students worked together to host an evening filled with engaging activities, including face painting, art displays, and interactive games. The celebration honored the school's legacy while shining a spotlight on the achievements and talents of today's Alpine students. Staff and community members participated in the annual WEFI Golf Tournament, raising vital funds to support the Waterloo Region District School Board students. Thanks to the dedication of organizers, volunteers, and donors, the event helps fund essential programs such as school nutrition programs and provides students with gym uniforms, school supplies, and access to extracurricular activities. The tournament not only brought the community together, but also directly contributed to reducing barriers to learning for many students. 16 grade 12 students across the WRDSB received the 2024-2025 Past Directors Bursary during the last month's meeting. The selected students will receive the bursary to support them in pursuing a trade through college or apprenticeship programs. Congratulations to all those who were selected. We look forward to seeing where your continued learning will take you. In a recent Student Voice story, we hear from Grow Public School students about how they worked with Sustainable Waterloo Region to bring a microforest to their schoolyard. Supported by volunteers, the students planted 9 different species of trees. The new microforest will help to encourage students to learn and play outdoors. In an event unlike any other, students from different regions and school boards met at Elmira District Secondary School to participate in the annual Tin Man Triathlon. Students were able to compete solo or as relay teams to complete the challenges of swimming, cycling, and running. As one student put it, you don't have to be an Ironman to participate, you can be a Tin Man. This statement echoes the ethos of the initiative, showcasing that everyone can add physical activity to their lifestyle. Congratulations to all the athletes, organizers, volunteers, and staff who helped make this event a success. Earlier this month, members from our senior team took part in the conversation during the Nourished Futures Breakfast in support of Nutrition for Learning. Featuring perspectives from emerging leaders and youth advocates in conversation with Nutrition for Learning CEO Erin Morrigan, attendees heard about topics such as isolation, hunger, mental health, and well-being. These are important conversations which are sure to have a lasting and positive impact on our community. June is National Indigenous History Month. This important time allows us to honor the voices, experiences, and contributions of First Nation, Inuit, and Métis people, and to reflect on their strength, knowledge, and continued presence across the land. Throughout the month, students and staff had the opportunity to attend events, engaging in learning opportunities, and access resources and reflections that echo the theme that we are all connected. Thank you to all of the staff, students, and community partners who are joining us as we continue to learn about the cultural richness and diverse histories of Indigenous peoples. The month of June is nationally recognized as Pride Month in Canada. Since 2016, WRDSB has proudly raised the Pride flag at every building across our school board as a symbol of recognition and support to the 2S LGBTQIA+ community, while also marking the beginning of Pride Month. This long-standing tradition reflects our deep commitment to equity and inclusion. We know that students who feel seen, supported, and respected are more likely to thrive academically and personally. Pictured here are Pride flag raising events from across the WRDSB. Thank you to all of the wonderful staff, students, and community members who help make our spaces safer and more inclusive so that everyone can feel a sense of belonging and pride. What started as a single Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles drawing turned into a sprawling 35-foot long creative masterpiece by grade 2 students at the John Mahood Public School. Under the students' enthusiastic leadership at the Extended Day program, the poster grew into a collaborative effort involving 10 other students who treated the process like a real creative business. Their dedication, innovation, and pure joy in creating something together is a testament to the power of student-led projects and peer collaboration. The senior songwriting and recording class at Eastwood Collegiate Institute achieved national recognition after earning first place in their category of the CBC Music Class Challenge. The students' powerful performance of The Returner by Allison Russell showcased an impressive range of interdisciplinary art skills, including instrumental and vocal music, strings, visual arts, drama, dance, and production technology. This recognition highlighted not only the students' creative excellence, but also the dedication of staff who supported the integration of multiple art forms. Congratulations to these talented students and staff. In preparation for its official opening in September, Willow River Public School hosted a series of community building events throughout June to welcome incoming students and families. Staff members volunteered their time to plan and lead engaging grade-specific gatherings at 3 main schools from which students would be joining. These events aim to foster early connections between students, families, and educators before they begin their learning journey together on the first day of school. Across the region, school communities are celebrating the class of 2025 in commencement ceremonies filled with pride, reflection, and hopes for the future. It's a joyous opportunity to recognize students for their achievements, growth, and future pathways. Among the graduates this year is student trustee Fei Young Lau. As our graduates prepare to take their next steps, we commend them for their hard work and wish them every success in the journey ahead. Connor and Harrison, students at Elmira District Secondary School, have been learning about the significance of Indigenous artists through their NBE course. Their research led them to commission Maggie, a talented grade 12 student and member of Long Point First Nation from Winnoway, Quebec, to create a mural. The final piece is a beautiful representation of Indigenous culture and storytelling. The impact from students, staff, and community members across the WRDSB was reflected in the news this month. As covered in 570 News, the Waterloo Region District School Board has been recognized with the Roots and Shoots Award by Sustainable Waterloo Region for our collaboration in bringing microforests to 22 schools across the board. CTV visited Fabled Fashion, a second-hand clothing pop-up shop that runs on donations from the school community. Run by students at Jacob Hespeler Secondary School, the free clothing swap was created to promote inclusivity and self-expression. Cambridge Today helped to promote the opening of registration for the WRDSB before and after school programs on June 16th. Posted on the CBC website, Claire, a student from the Kitchener-Waterloo Collegiate and Vocational School, has been recognized as the winner of the First Page Student Writing Challenge for grades 7 to 9. She will receive a 1-year Owl Crate subscription and 50 books for her school library. Huron Heights is committed to building a community that is respectful, inclusive, and understands the importance of reciprocity. In partnership with Indigenous artist Kelsey Palace, classes joined together to create a lasting impression on their school community and develop artwork for the school. The final pieces of the mosaic have been clicked together, and the artwork is ready to be unveiled. Thank you to all the wonderful students, staff, and community members who helped contribute to the legacy at Huron Heights. And now, we will play a video that takes a behind-the-scenes look at the project.
Ani, Audrey Rozek, Nindigina Cause. I teach ACE here at Huron Heights. I have a medium support classroom. I sought out to create a project for my students where they would really get to integrate and be included in the school community. As an Anishinaabe educator myself, it was really important and really cool for me to bring that opportunity and talk about the culture and how meaningful it is to bring that representation into the school. A big part of that is respect and reciprocity, and I wanted to kind of create this opportunity where we could come together and learn from each other and learn about culture, but also culture within my classroom with my ACE students, because they don't always get that inclusivity in spaces. So I wanted to kind of create a safe, open space for everyone to come together and collaborate and make something beautiful together.
What we're creating today is a wooden mosaic piece. It's a very big puzzle that we kind of create collaboratively, and the puzzle is going to be here for a very long time, and it represents community, also like creative freedom, which I absolutely love. Everybody has the ability to just create the way they want to create, but also including everyone. And I love the fact that there's so many students here who have their hands on this project, because it really does speak to the inclusive community that we have here at Huron Heights.
This is a really unique opportunity to kind of have different areas of the school come together for like a common purpose, right? It's only so often that we get to, I guess, add like another layer of tradition to what we do at Huron. If you think about it, like this whole mosaic thing is going to be at the school for like the rest of however long Huron's standing. So I guess it's cool to see everybody come together and contribute to something that'll be everlasting.
I'd say there's definitely like a really good sense of community at Huron. Like all the students and staff are all super kind and really inclusive, and just having all of those great people around you really helps create a support system and allows everybody to succeed at the school. And I think this activity kind of helps reflect that because everybody's working together for a common purpose. It makes me feel happy and I'm part of something bigger, and I feel like it's gonna have a nice reach on a bunch of different communities and leave a lasting impact at the school.
It's nice when people come together and we make new friends, and friendships can last forever sometimes. We can learn from people's cultures and where they come from. We can learn from each other.
It's actually kind of cool learning different arts from different cultures and backgrounds. I never really done a mosaic before, and I like how we get to work with someone from an Indigenous background to work on this piece of work.
Being able to meet new people is amazing. Piece isn't just only being made by one class or one person, it's being made by a bunch of different classes. I'm glad that what I build gets to stay here and it'll be here for a long time.
I've always thought it was super important for us to do what you call legacy projects or projects in the community as well. It's not just about the kids making projects that they can take home. I think it's more important that they can make a project that they can see later in life or down the road and say, hey, I was part of that process.
As Huskies, we all pull together. These are our school words, which is really the whole mission piece of the work of art, is that we're looking for people to come together and to inspire people to continue to do so. And in Truth and Reconciliation, it's so important to have that mentality, and I want that to be reflective. So as Huskies, we all pull together in Truth and Reconciliation. If we don't all pull together, the sled will not move. So in order for us to move forward in Truth and Reconciliation, we all have a part to play. We are working towards respect and reciprocity across the school, coming together in different groups of people and learning from each other so that we can move forward into a better tomorrow and carry that forth for students after graduation into the world as young individuals going forth and paving the way.
And that wraps up the Good News Update for June 2025, and our final Good News Update for the 2024-2025 school year. We can't wait to see you all again in September 2025.